Congress can't find 400 seats anymore. I think what's going to happen at the India Alliance meeting, which is scheduled for the 6th, is some of these allies, those who will attend, will say, look, will you please focus on first taking on the BJP where you're strong, or in states like Telangana and Karnataka where you have governments now. Please don't spread yourself too thin and enter our areas like you want to. You're going to have to really decide.
What does this mean for the India Alliance? Let's spend a moment, Rajdeep, on that. Do you see the India Alliance come together stronger because the Congress is chastened, or do you think it will wither because now the others will think inse karke kya hoga, fayda nahi, khud hi ladte?
Look, Rahul, I have a view that the India Alliance cannot be just about arithmetic, it has to be about chemistry. I just don't see the chemistry so far. Look at the states where they fought the election. The battle between Kamal Nath and Akhilesh. Akhilesh Vakilesh kaun hai? You see, the moment you've done that, you've got the back of Akhilesh Yadav. Even after your India Alliance has been formed, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary hasn't stopped attacking Mamata Banerjee in Bengal. There are still tremors in Punjab between AAP and the Congress there at the local level. You're going to have to resolve that. You can't just sit in five-star hotels and Constitution Club, all of you sipping cups of tea and believing India Alliance ban gaya. You know, that is the problem with this India Alliance. It is an alliance which therefore then comes across as only there for very short-termism, not with any larger goal or narrative. What's your narrative?
Rashid Kidwai, what are your sources in the Congress saying about the prospects of the India Alliance coming together? A lot of the opposition leaders who messaged or called were actually quite upset at the fact that the Congress unilaterally announced that we'll meet on the 6th of December without checking with all the party leaders whether they wanted to meet. They think that the Congress has been very arrogant and haughty and really has been brought down to earth by the results yesterday.
Rahul, India story is not a Congress story. This is a doctrine of compulsion. Remember, all these 28 constituents have a problem with, rise of Narendra Modi. So it's not that, that they'll be very happy to fight their elections alone. So it's a doctrine of compulsion that's bringing them together. What we are seeing today, I mean, yesterday, today, tomorrow, it's all, posturing. End of the day, they're going to sit and they're going to have, a kind of assessment of seat-wise, nationwide, seat sharing formula, which is being prepared by several, data scientists, cephalologists, etc. And going to be a constructive discussion. There are a lot of people like Farooq Abdullah, Sharad Pawar, Nitish Kumar, and all who have a, healthy mind towards it. So all these things are going there. But you look at this, it's a very chaotic kind of, grouping, and there is always a possibility of a Kejriwal, Mamata Banerjee, some or even Akhilesh Yadav leaving at one juncture or another. So it is fraught with all kind of dangers. It is a very chaotic thing. But I think again the doctrine of necessity will push them into having a kind of feasible one-on-one seat adjustment.
The doctrine of necessity worked, I believe, 20-25 years ago, possibly. The sense I get, and the Prime Minister has been very quick to pick on it. You look at Mr. Modi's statements in the last 24 hours, it's about how I'm going to, it's stability versus uncertainty. He calls it the Ghamandiya Alliance, but either way, it's stability versus uncertainty. And I wonder, therefore, Rajat Sethi, what the last 24 hours have done, as we saw today morning in Parliament, made the BJP even more confident about the hat-trick in 2024. I'm not saying complacent, but almost believing there's an inevitability.
Rajdeep
Ki ab to ho hi gaya 2024.
Yes,
Hat-trick ho hi gaya.
The results of yesterday has led the cat among the pigeons. You were talking about Maharashtra. Lot of factions of Uddhav Thackeray, a lot of leftover factions of even Sharad Pawar are now saying that the other side did a better job of aligning with the BJP. At least those seats are secured. Even a state like Maharashtra, which had like 6 different political parties, contesting with each other for a little bit of political space, you will see all of that equation suddenly changes after what happened yesterday. So I think state after state will see that tremors of what happened yesterday would iron out a lot of wrinkles that NDA was facing. We have seen how BJP would want to project its NDA's might, not just in North India but elsewhere as well. They used Eknath Shinde even in campaigns, by the way. Look at the India Alliance. They did not use any of their partners. Congress didn't use any of those partners to come out and hold hand together and give a message of unity. Nobody did that. So I think the contrast is stark. What Kidwaiji was saying, I have one doubt that, if you go with a negative agenda, stopping Modi is inherently a negative agenda. None of the people, the thinking minds in the India Alliance have that level of positivity to inspire young voters that I have a positive agenda and I want to go with that positive agenda. Look at Modi. He's talking about 2047. Which other leader even has the political lexicon or even the articulation to talk about future? Guarantees are not equal to aspiration. You cannot buy our votes just by throwing guarantees at us. Cylinder le lo, 1,000 rupees le lo, 2,000 rupees le lo. This is not aspirational India. Prime Minister Modi knows he will give those things, but he will not tom-tom about it. He'll go out and speak about 2047.
Rajat,
He'll talk
you've run
about the big
campaigns
picture
for the
India.
BJP. Give our viewers a sense, from what you understand of how the BJP thinks, of how the approach to the Lok Sabha elections is likely to change given the verdict yesterday. BJP internally was expecting 2 to 3-0, is a pleasant and happy surprise for them. Multiple big events, showcases were lined up till April next year. You've got the Ram Mandir happening, lots of other schemes also the government's been working on. How does tomorrow's verdict change the party's preparation for the finals next year?
I think internally what Prime Minister Modi has set as a target for BJP's rank and file is 45% vote share for the BJP, 5% additional for the NDA partners. So we have to breach 50%. That's the message that is loud and clear. Greater than 50% vote share and greater than 350 seats. He is going for the kill. He will not leave any stone unturned. And I'm telling you, seats like typical seats like Baramati, he'll start picking up specific seats and he'll round up all these, India Alliance top leadership so that they are involved in their own home constituency. They'll not be able to even leave out those constituencies. Similarly, in Telangana, I'm telling you, the momentum of these victories is not just going to stop in North India alone. It is going to breach. It is going to reach to Telangana. You will see, even with strategic alliances in states like Andhra Pradesh, he will be able to breach. Look at he's already signaled
because he just mentioned Baramati. To give you an example, Ajit Pawar has already been gone on record to say we will be fighting the Baramati Lok Sabha seat. What does that mean? Supriya Sule, daughter of Sharad Pawar, who is seen as one of the stalwarts of this India alliance, may well in his own bastion, where they've never lost, be facing, Supriya Sule may well be facing someone from the Ajit Pawar camp. That restricts Supriya Sule, that restricts Sharad Pawar. Already in the Gram Panchayat election that took place there last month, it was the NCP faction of Ajit Pawar that bested the Sharad Pawar faction. So there are 160 odd seats in this country that the BJP was second or third last time. They have put ministers and MPs in charge of those seats. That's the level of micro detailing, and not just today. It's been happening for the last 1 year. I was on a flight with a minister sitting next to me. I said, what makes you travel to Kolhapur? They said, I've been put in charge of Kolhapur. Now, that's the level of micromanagement. You've got the resources, but you've also got that vision and that, the go for the kill attitude at the moment.
Amitabh, you've run campaigns. Give our viewers a sense of how yesterday's verdict might impact both sides in the build-up to 2024, looked at analytically from a statistic and data perspective.
See, if you see, these 3 states have 65 Lok Sabha seats. And these are direct 1-to-1 BJP versus Congress seats. Now, this gives confidence to the BJP that in the overall 190 BJP versus Congress seats, where the BJP won 175 last time, they are likely to repeat this. This gives confidence to the cadre and demoralizes the cadre and leadership of the Congress party that they are not equipped to defeat BJP in the Hindli heartland states, despite having anti-incumbency in one state and a pro-incumbency in another state. That's one. Second, it gives an indication to the India bloc allies that the Congress party will not be able to defeat the BJP in 1-to-1 contest. And Rashid ji was talking about compulsion and necessity. I see, if this trend continues, there could be some parties who could split or even move towards the NDA.
Like which ones? Which ones possibly?
Non-aligned, definitely. Naveen Patnaik, TRS, YSRCP.
Could join.
Could join.
No, but the argument on the counter with that is that BJP would hope to do better in a state like Odisha, in a state like Andhra. You want to have this soft footsie kind of alliance, right? You don't want to bring it out into the open.
See, Modi is a man of records. Rajat is talking about a 5% swing. Now the mission is 400 plus. Mission 415. to break Rajiv Gandhi's record of 414 seats. They're already at 303, with allies there at 335-ish, correct? All these non-aligned parties, YSRCP, BJD, TRS, these are another 50 odd. Plus, they were second, as Rajiv Ji is saying, in 72 seats.
Second or third in 160.
Yeah, and 144. There is already a mission 144, which you're talking about, on which the BJP has never won. So there could be some switch, and a 5% swing in favor of the BJP will increase the tally from 303 to 353 sort of.